would your wife give up her school?
What? Oh!
We need your wife's school.
What are you talking about? Ah! Ladies, in a manner of speaking, gentlemen, somebody suggested to my wife that on behalf of charity I should give a speech on a popular topic. Well, why not? You want a speech? You'll get a speech. I couldn't care less. Of course, I'm no professor and a stranger to academic degrees, but for the past few years I have been, at the expense of my own health, thinking of questions of a strictly scientific bent. I think deep thoughts sometimes. I even, if you can imagine, write scholarly articles. Well, okay, not entirely scholarly articles, but along the same type of scholarly line. A few days ago, I wrote a huge article entitled "The Evils of Certain Insects." But after I reread it, I tore it up because, you can write whatever you want, but you're still going to need bug spray, and we even got bugs on the grand piano. So I chose the subject for today's lecture to be the evils visited upon humanity by tobacco. I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to attend to my lecture with a due sense of seriousness. And if you don't like academic lectures or scientific lectures, please feel free to leave. Tobacco, as the medical professionals here can glean about, is also used as a medicine. For instance, if you put a fly in a snuff box, it will drop dead, probably from a nervous breakdown. This is fact. Tobacco is, by and large, a plant. When I lecture, my right eye twitches. Pay no attention to it. I'm a very nervous man, generally speaking. My eyes started twitching on September 13th, 2013. The same day my wife gave birth, in a manner of speaking, to our daughter Valerie. All my daughters are born on the 13th. Sorry, considering the shortness of time, we will not be digressing any further. My wife runs a music school and a private boarding school. Well, not a boarding school, but she's got a good 40 or 50,000 tucked away somewhere. I haven't a dollar to my name. Well, in the boarding school, I'm in charge of the housekeeping department. I buy the provisions. I supervise the servants. I keep the accounts. I exterminate the bed bugs. I walk my wife's lapdog, and I catch the mice. Last night, it fell to my duties to dole out the flour and butter because pancakes were on the menu. Well, to make the long story short, today when the pancakes were already out of the pan, my wife came into the kitchen to say that
3 of the students won't eat pancakes because they have swollen glands.
Therefore, it would appear that we hard-fried a certain number of extra pancakes.
What do I do with these?
Eat them yourself, you dummy.
When she's in a bad mood, she calls me things like dummy, viper, Satan. She's always in a bad mood. And I didn't so much eat them as wolf them down without chewing because I'm always hungry. Let us proceed. I forgot to tell you that in my wife's music school, not only am I in charge of the housekeeping, but I'm also in charge of teaching mathematics, physics, chemistry, geography, history, vocal exercises, literature, and so on. For dancing, singing, and drawing, my wife charges special fees, even though I teach the dancing and the singing. Our academy is located at 13 Dog Lane. That is, in fact, why my life is a failure. I live at house number 13. My daughters were born on the 13th, and there are 13 window panes in my house. You'll say, your daughters. What about your daughters? Well, I talk to them, but they only laugh. Just want to break down and cry. I've spent a long time living with my wife. Some of the best times of my life, well, okay, not the best times, but by and large,
She's one complaint away from losing everything.
okay. God, why do you keep doing that?
We need you to destroy your wife's reputation.
Yeah, sounds great.
Shut up.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, I'll do it. Sounds great.
Okay.
She isn't here yet, so I can say what I want. I'm scared of her. I'm scared every time she looks my way. She never invites anyone over for dinner. She never throws parties. She's a very ill-tempered bitch lady, and that's why no one calls us. On holiday at my sister's, she serves refreshments, and I gotta admit to you that I get drunk off like a single shot. So, you know, I drink and I feel really good. And then I get so depressed, I can't think of the words. And I just want to run. I think of my youth and I want to run. I want to run like a fucking gazelle. I was young once. I was intelligent. I studied at a university. I dreamed. I considered myself a human being. Now I only need peace and quiet. If my wife asks you, tell her that the lecture went, that the dummy, that I spoke with dignity. Preceding the proposition that tobacco does in fact contain a lethal chemical, which I have previously discussed, smoking is wrong, no matter the circumstance. And I should hope that you could take something home with you from my lecture on the harmful effects of tobacco. Thank you very much.